Hi everybody, my name's Stuart Goodwin from Marshall Music, and today on Stu Speaks With we have a very special guest all the way from, I believe he was born in Washington DC.
That is correct, yes.
All the way from Washington DC, the amazing Aaron Spears. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to SA.
My pleasure, glad to be here.
Looking forward to your drum clinic tonight.
Oh, cool, I appreciate it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, quickly tell us about the new Sonar endorsement. You've been with DW for many years. What made the switch?
Well, for me, man, I really just believe in playing products that connect with you, you know. And you know, not to say anything negative about DW, because I think that they're an amazing company. I think they make great drummers, but I just feel like the evolution of my career, I was just seeking something a little bit more. Okay. And thankfully, the guys at Sonar, you know, trust me enough to help represent their brand. That we just kind of came together. It was extremely organic, the way that everything just kind of happened, and I'm really, really thankful to be able to play a company that supports me the way that they do.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And what are the sort of fundamental changes in terms of the kit going from DW to Sonar? Was there anything drastic you kind of changed?
For me, the you know, the first thing that I noticed is just the tuning range to me of the Sonar drums is it's a more wider range. You know, where it's you know, the high. You know, if I want to, you know, play higher, you know, as far as like tone wise, then for me it's there. If I decide to play kind of like the mid range, you know, where I stay at, it's cool. Or if I decide to go low, the tone is just really, it's strong and it's there, and it also it really stays. It holds its note really well. You know? Okay. Which is, you know, like I said again, not to say anything bad.
Which is impressive for a sort of higher sort of
for sure
tuned drum.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's the way that they're engineered. It's incredible.
You can't beat the Germans for engineering.
No, man, they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, cool.
Pretty amazing.
Cool, awesome. And then let's quickly talk about your stick.
Yeah.
It's very different. Tell us what's it based on and what have you changed?
Well, so this is the Aaron Spears signature drumstick by Vic Firth. Basically, there were a couple sticks on, I guess in the catalog that they had that I liked. That was the 3A and also the 5A Extreme. Those were two sticks that I really was kind of going back and forth playing. But for me, I felt like the 3A was a little bit heavy. But at the same time, I really liked the balance that the 3 had. It had a little bit of meat up top, so it kind of made it easier, I feel like, for me to get just like a really strong, defined sound when I'm playing, you know, either keeping time or even when I'm going around the kit, just because the balance it's a little bit top heavy. So with my stick, I designed it so that way it would have a little bit of that balance up top, but still, you know, kind of maintain the identity of a 5A, you know, as far as the length and also the width of the stick, you know, because I didn't want it to be, you know, too bulky and too heavy or too big and, you know, unplayable. You know, I didn't want it to feel like that. And then as far as the tip of the stick, I didn't want it to have like a bead, like the acorn tip or a ball tip or, you know, any of the other, you know, so many different, you know, styles of tips that they have. I chose this. This came from the Buddy Rich drumstick. Okay. And I liked it because it just makes the stick look like it's just one seamless stick. You know.
Makes sense and stronger. I mean, not that many sticks break there, but it's strong. You know?
Yeah, for sure. You know, and I think that also helped to add to the balance of the stick. You know, the way that the taper is. It really, to me, it's a great stick, man. I really dig it a lot, and I hope that, you know, people get a chance to check it out.
I hope it's selling well.
Yeah, it's doing okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's doing okay, for sure.
Nice. Now, tell me about your weekend. Apparently, you got to come to Joburg a bit early, and Dane Marshall took you on a little safari. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Dane and Tommy Frazier as well. Tommy's family has like this incredible game reserve. You know, it's just all kind of animals out there. For me, being from DC, you don't see, giraffes walking around the city. You know what I mean? And you don't see, antelopes and you don't see that. So for me to be able to just kind of like go there and just kind of detox for a day, it was fantastic. I've never seen anything like that before. And when we drove up on the property, before we actually got to the home that we were staying in, a giraffe crossed our path, and it's just like, really, we see that in the zoo, but not like where I would be able to get out and actually touch it, like that close. So it was really, really cool, man. It was a really great experience to be able to just kind of chill out. And Tommy is pretty incredible in the fact that he's so knowledgeable of the land, from the trees to the reasons for the watering holes positioned the way that they are, or the animals that graze, or the animals that like this particular type of tree. Like he can look at the tree and see, oh, this was eaten. Oh, but there must be something around here close by. Him being so knowledgeable was really cool, and just so much information that he was able to just kind of share. So for me, it was fantastic.
And you shot a hunting rifle?
I did. That was my first time shooting a gun, man. I've held a gun before, but I've never actually shot one. I've never shot a rifle ever. So that was my first time shooting a rifle, which was kind of crazy. It was really strong, but it wasn't overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like shooting it was like I kind of had to brace myself. But
did you hit the target?
The second time. The second time. The first time, no. Because it was so much, to kind of take in. Where Tom was instructing me and trying to tell me, like, you don't pull the trigger, you squeeze it and then release it. Okay, cool. All right, I hear you. But the anxiety is the first time is kind of weird.
Okay. And now the really important question.
Yeah.
Did you have biltong?
Biltong?
You don't know what biltong is?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's like raw beef, sticks of beef.
Oh, yeah. We did have that.
You had it?
Yeah. It's kind of a little crunchy.
Yeah.
We did.
Was it okay?
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. I can't remember what meat this was.
It would have been eland, which is the largest antelope we have.
Okay, yeah, maybe
He told me that was the biltong he was making at the moment.
Okay, yeah. It was actually pretty good.
Okay, good.
It reminded me, of like a dry Slim Jim. Like in the States, we have Slim Jim.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that was kind of the vibe, but it was actually really tasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit more serious about your cymbals.
Okay.
How long have you been with Zildjian?
Been there for like 14 years.
Was that all? Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, and your setup? K hi-hats?
The K custom dry hi-hats. This is a stack that I'm playing. It's 10-inch stack.
Okay.
It's Zildjian's coming out this year with a stacker series, and basically what they'll do is they have like these bottoms that are made of steel.
Okay.
And the bottoms, I think they'll range from maybe like 8 to like maybe 16 inches, I want to say. But you can stack them pretty much with anything.
Okay.
It just depends on your creativity or what you hear. So for me, I'm stacking this 10-inch steel bottom with a 10-inch EFX splash.
Okay.
With all the holes and stuff in it. It's just really quick.
Very cool.
And to the point, My first crash is a 19-inch K Custom Fast Crash, which is something that I also hope that they will release soon. We've talked about it. The fast crashes only go up to size 18.
Okay.
So I kind of been bugging them about making something a little bit bigger. So they made an 18. They also made a 20.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's something that's been cleared for like mass production.
Okay.
I'm really hoping
it's a bit unusual. Yeah.
I'm hoping that they do. My ride is a 21-inch K Sweet ride, which is just a all-around great ride. I mean, it's crashable.
Yeah, it's not too thick and stiff. Yeah.
No. It's a great cymbal.
Yeah.
Then on my far right, I'm playing a 21-inch K Custom Dark Crash, which is to me is fantastic. It's got a great the crash is fantastic on this ride because it's not overpowering. It's loud and then it gets really quiet, you know. So it's like really quick and to the point. It's got a great decay. So for me, I love the mix between that crash cymbal and this brilliant K-Fast crash. Like those two together, just great tone, great sounds.
Okay. Do you go through cymbals?
No,
quickly?
not so much.
You're not too heavy.
No, and I play.
You've got decent technique.
Yeah, I think so. I play pretty hard, but I don't. It's very rare that I would break a cymbal. Like I think I have one cymbal at home. It's a 20-inch, the 20-inch K-Fast crash, and I actually just recently cracked that, but I've had it for a few years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Let's talk about your snare. I've noticed now in soundcheck you tune really high, don't you?
Yeah, for
you tighten that
for
head.
the snare. I like the snare to have really a strong crack, you know.
And then why don't you rather use a shallower snare and tune it?
Because I like the body.
You just you want the crack and then the bottom end.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, very cool sound.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
With that,
Okay.
you know?
Okay. So tell me a bit about your musical background. How, when did you start playing, and who did you copy?
So for me, growing up as a kid, I started playing in church. So my early influences were the guys that were at church playing. You know, these were the guys that, you know, I would sit, you know, right behind the drums, and I'd be air drumming, just trying to mimic the things that I saw them do, and, you know, waiting for my opportunity to play. Those were my really, really first drum influences. Later on, I started to listen to, you know, like different gospel records. So it was the guys that were playing on those records, like Joe Smith or Joe Hayward or Marvin McQuitty, Jeff Davis. You know, these were the guys that were playing on all the major gospel records at that time, like the live recordings. So it would be those guys like that I would watch and try to mimic. After, you know, growing up a little bit, then I got a chance to check out guys like Dennis Chambers or Vinnie Colaiuta, Steve Gadd, Dave Weckl, Omar Hakeem, Greg Bissonette, you know, like Simon Phillips. Like all these guys were on videotapes that I was able to get a hold of and watch. And to me, it was just watching them play and seeing what they do was like another level, you know, of playing, of drumming. So those guys also really heavily inspired me.
Okay, so you've got a nice mix of guys that sort of inspired you. That's really cool.
And all in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit from this person, a little bit from that person, or I like this thing from this guy, or this from the, you know, or I don't like this, so I never want to play that, or you know, just picking and choosing the different things that makes the guy special. That I try to kind of draw on those references.
Okay. Not a lot of people may know this, but you got nominated for a Grammy, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
In 2004, I think.
2004, yeah.
Now, so that leads into my next question. Are you musical on other levels? I mean, can you play a bit of guitar and keyboards?
No. I wish that I could. Just drums, really. You know, I was just very, very fortunate to have been a part of the creative process for that record, and the guys in the band that I was playing with, we worked on 2 interludes on the record. And because the record was nominated for Record of the Year, because of the work that we did, we were also nominated as producers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Brilliant.
Really cool.
And then I think it was a few years after that you got nominated for Up and Coming Drummer of the Year.
Yeah, with Modern Drummer.
Modern Drummer, that's right. I almost said Drummer World, but
no. Modern Drummer, they recognized me as being like the 2006 Up and Coming Drummer.
Okay. And what doors did that open for you?
I think really not. I don't want to say no doors, because not that, but what it does, I think it kind of puts it makes people aware of you. You know, at that time, you know, that's back when people were really reading the magazine so much. You know, where like that was such an important thing as far as drumming. Like this was a way to kind of get the word out on different people, what they're doing, and who they're playing with, or their setups, or gear, or you know, we would always look at these books like Modern Drummer, or other magazines for information. And at that particular time when that was released, I felt like it really put me on the radar of a lot of people, which is really cool. Yeah.
Who are some of the hot drummers that you're listening to at the moment? Are there any new kids on the block, really hotties?
So many. I love guys like, there's a few guys that I like. I wouldn't say that they're like the new guys, but they're younger. Guys like Thomas Pridgeon or like Ronald Bruner, Jamal Moore, Sharik Tucker. Then there's younger guys like Sharik or like Mike Mitchell, CJ Thompson, Devin Taylor. Like there's so
a lot
many.
of names I don't even know.
Yeah. No, there's so many guys, man, that are playing at such incredible levels, man. Like the things that they're doing on the drums is just very, very creative, very new.
Yeah, I think everything musically is going to a new level now.
It feels like it for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
Tell us a little bit give us some advice for up and coming youngsters who are just maybe out of college or school, fairly good on the instruments. What's the best advice you can give them for their careers going forward?
Stop playing, so that way I will always be able to work. No, I'm kidding. I would say the most important thing, in my opinion, is just to have fun and not put too much pressure on yourself. I think that because of the social media platforms that we have, a lot of times, you see, the things that are posted, which are incredible to watch, but sometimes you kind of walk away from that feeling like you're not good enough, or the stuff that you're playing is not, it's just nowhere near that level. So a lot of times, man, you put so much pressure on yourself to perform, I guess to the level of what you're seeing online, and not taking into consideration, all the mistakes that were made before this gets edited and gets posted. It's not like a live situation where it's just you're just kind of seeing it. And that's it. Like a lot of times these things are really polished, and they kind of take the best parts of what it is that they're playing to really wow you to post online. And as great a thing it is, and it's so fantastic to see these expressions. Sometimes if you don't watch it with the right heart, it can really kind of make you feel some kind of way. So I just would say, have fun, man, and enjoy what it is that you do, and understand that we all are on different levels, man. We're all trying to reach.
And there's a place for everyone on each level.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We're all trying to reach our destination, and all of our journeys are different. Everyone is not going to have the same journey. Everyone's not going to necessarily be on the same level. So,
but they can still be successful.
Absolutely, So just keep that in mind. That's really, really, really important. Just kind of focus on doing what it is that you do, love what you do, have fun with what you do, and try not to put too much pressure on yourself to be, to add up to what it is that you see online.
Okay, that's really good advice.
Oh, cool.
Very quickly, give us some links for websites or where we can, where everyone can catch you. And
for me, man, just Instagram. You can hit me at A Spears. My Facebook is. Facebook.com at Aaron Spears Official.
Okay.
And website, I don't have it. It's coming soon, but it'll be just AaronSpears.com. But it's not here yet. But we're working on it now.
And then quickly, what are you doing next year? What's the plans for 2019?
In 2019, I will go out on the road with Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we start rehearsals in February. And then tour will start, I want to say, in March. And
World tour.
World tour. Right. As of right now, I think I have dates all the way to June, but they're adding more dates now. So we'll see.
Right. All the best for that.
And looking forward to
seeing you in action.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Pleasure.
Thanks. That's all for now. Have a good evening. Cheers.